This conference will now be recorded.
Hello.
Hey, sorry guys, like no, this so UI, yeah, the go-to meeting UI has been changed. I'm using first time. Yeah, fine. Okay, can you see my screen? Can someone confirm, please?
Yes, okay, we can see that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So by mistakenly I closed the previously the session. Yeah, that's the reason I have to reconnect. Okay, yeah, the as a demo session, I'll explain the agenda of the entire program, and at the same time how we are going to execute this program, and what you can expect at the end of the this entire sessions, what kind of applications you are going to build. I'll show you the those demo examples. Before we I get started, let me introduce myself. I'm Lakshman, having 12 plus years experience in IT and as well as training, uh, and I have worked for various other companies. Currently I'm working for the one of the MNCs. Yeah, and I've trained more than 6,000 engineers in last 12 years, I can say. This is about myself, a brief introduction. And so today's agenda is I'll be introducing the about this program. Yeah, and we can ask the participant also like introduction, which we will get to know when we start the session. We'll get more. Yeah, I don't want to waste uh, any further time on that front. Yeah. So if you take this year, this is a the duration is a 75 hours. Okay, 75 hours. It may sometimes it may go more than that, and you will be developing the each module. It is divided into the multiple modules. Each module will have the some quizzes and assignments and projects. Everything will be given to you, and some of the assignments will be solving in the classroom. Some of them are as given it as a practice session, practice examples. So this program will get start with the first core Java. Once you get familiar with the core Java, and then the core Java, you can say it as a, so whenever we start batch, we'll see zero experience to the few people are working with some other programming languages. They want to switch. Some people they start Java as a first programming language. Yeah, some of them are the students. So it's a mix of all kind of experiences. We will start from the basics. So what is the programming, and how you are going to write a basic construction of the programs, and then we'll jump into the core Java concepts. So once we're done with the core Java, so this is a place where you are going to develop the CLI kind of applications, command line applications. You will be developing that, and the core Java is the person who wants to go to the Selenium, or who wants to go for the Android development. So this definitely it is going to help. And at the same time, the having the strong knowledge on the one programming language, it will help you to learn any other programming language. So if you start with the core Java, that's good. So once you are done with that, then we'll go with the databases. And these databases, you will be introduced to the SQL, and no SQL databases you will be introduced. And the SQL will be either using the MySQL. We learn SQL by using the either MySQL or PostgreSQL. And NoSQL database we learn by using the MongoDB. This is a place where we will be introduced to the Mongo Atlas and how we are going to connect with the cloud database. So you will be learning that. So installing the local is also possible. Like now we will go ahead with the most of the things, whatever it is available in cloud services will take. Then we will learn how we are going to join from Java application to how I can connect with my database. So we'll connect with the database and we'll develop a one application. Once we are done with that, then we are going with the UI. So this is a place where you are going to learn about the all your UI concepts like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then you will be learning about the Angular. Yeah, and this portion uh, JavaScript and Angular will be given the more focus. Yeah, HTML, CSS also is required where you will be introduced to the how the Ajax calls will happen. Okay, so what is the API, how we are going to consume the API. Those all concepts will be introduced in the UI portion. Once you've done this, that then you are going to learn the framework, the Spring framework. You are going to learn the Spring framework. This is a place where you will be whatever the basic concepts you learn, and along with that, like the Spring specific, there are a lot of modules are available, and then in that modules, whatever it is required in applications, those modules will be we will be discussing, and finally we'll develop the one project here. Now, at a high level, what are the things in core Java it will be covered, and when you are covering the module one, so it is not like just we are going to discuss the core Java. We will get familiar with the development environments, like what is a Git and what is a build tools, how we are going to use the IDEs. Then the core Java concepts, what are the things we are going to cover? So J2SE and object-oriented programming, collections, thread, reflection. So these all concepts will be discussed. Then databases, and we'll be developing the application. What are the concepts we learn, and we develop a one application. Yeah. The next one is HTML and CSS, JavaScript, Ajax. So Bootstrap and Ajax, we will be learning that. Where we'll here also what the day you started learning something everything we will develop, and we are going to deploy into the cloud, and we'll see that how the things are working. Yeah. Angular, again, this is the Angular. To learn Angular, you should know uh, HTML and CSS, uh, and then you should have the basic knowledge of the JavaScript. Once you have that, then you can start with the Angular. To learn Angular, one more we need to learn is a TypeScript. The TypeScript is it's a superset of the JavaScript. How we are going to use the TypeScript, and what it contains. Those all the things we'll be learning that, and along with that, the Angular uh, specific components and services, and what are the Angular is offering. We will be discussing that, and then we'll develop the one more application here. Then here, this is a place where you are going to learn, as an industry, when you are going to work on the projects. If it is a Spring project, these are the modules you must have the knowledge on that. Spring Boot, how we are going to use it here, the core, AOP, MVC, then data, REST, and security, and Swagger UI, how we are going to use it here, FTL, email. So these are some of the topics we will be discussing, and then finally we are going to learn the CI/CD tools, how we are going to use the Jenkins and Sonar, and cloud services, how we are going to deploy that, and Yeah, the cloud services here we can use the either AWS or Heroku. So Heroku would be recommended one. I recommend Heroku because here even if you are not uh, stopping that services, also automatically it will be stopped and you will not be asked to pay any amount. Okay. For the for learning purpose, they have given the beautiful platform like where you need not to pay any amount on that. Yeah, during the registration time, it won't ask the credit card. I don't know now, so we have to check that. Then you have a Mongo Atlas. So this Mongo Atlas also up to 500 MB data they will give the free. We can connect with the MongoDB. Instead of installing in your local machine, you can connect with the Mongo Atlas. And then while during the development of the application, how we are going to take this development of this application. Like let's take it as here, any applications when you take, you will have the presentation layer, business layer, data layer. This is a common any MEC kind of applications when you're developing. And where you will be getting the UI layer. So you will be what are the Angular and what are the Angular services you are using. All these things will be in a presentation layer. And the business layer, some like some of the APIs may be required security. Some APIs are open APIs. How you are going to manage that, like what is the services, what is the domain objects, what is the DTO objects, yeah, when to use the DTO objects, and repositories like which will talk to the your databases. Underlying database can be anything. So this is approach we'll take and we'll develop the our application. And at a deployment level, so here our UI application will be deploying in a Firebase, and our server application we are going to deploy in Heroku. Our our database will be deployed in Mongo Atlas. Yeah, these are the three cloud services we are going to use it, and finally we are going to like deploy various other applications, various service providers, and how we are going to this application is talking to each other. We will ensure that the application is up and running, and then yeah, this is also same diagram. It's like a more visual representation. So what are the cloud services we are using? So in this cloud, we are using the Heroku, and we can use the S3 also for the Angular deployment. S3 as a S3 bucket can be made it as a static website. Yeah. Then Mongo Atlas. Yeah. So finally, what kind of application you will develop that? Like for a demo purpose, I have taken this simple application I have taken. So when you are taking the IPL statistics, this is developed in 2020. Still, we are using the same thing. You can, if this somebody who is very active and in this batch, and if they are developing this application 2022, we can change that. This is developed by the one of the classroom. One of the student has developed that. So let me show you that here. So what it is given, the requirement has given to him, given to the entire batch. That requirement he has converted into this application. So where if you take the 2020, it has got the 8 teams it is having here. Like let's take it as a RR. So it is going to tell you that who are the players and how much amount it is paid, and where they have spent the more, and which role you have spent the more. If I'm clicking on this 40%, who are those bowlers? Just I'm going to say this, see this here. Like now, wicket keepers is a 3%. Who are those three wicket keepers? Just it is going to get that here. It's a very simple application. This application is developed. This approach, whatever you have taken here, so this is running in UI is running in a Firebase, and the Heroku application is sorry, the server application is running in a Heroku, and it is connecting with the MongoDB. Yeah, behind the scenes, this application is connecting with the MongoDB, and at the same time, it is the server is running in Heroku, and the UI application is deployed in the Firebase. Sorry. Okay. Here, player statistics. If I'm going here, yeah, the player statistics. Yeah, I'm in player statistics. Home. If I'm going here, these are the people who has developed this application. Yeah. There. Yeah. Go ahead. Somebody microphone is on. Somebody microphone is on. Can you go on mute or yeah, please. Yeah, if you have any question, go ahead, please. So far, any questions?
Is there any chat kind of app? I mean, chat kind of things where we can
Yeah, there
post.
is a chat. Yeah, you can post your question.
Where is that? I mean, how do we get?
You are asking the meeting chat.
Yeah, meeting chat.
Uh, I can see that, but the UI
Oh,
how it is.
oh, okay, got it, got it. Okay.
Okay. When I open my chart, were you able to see?
Yes,
No, no. Were you able to see what you are charting on the screen?
yes.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
what is the total duration and when it's going to end?
I said at the beginning, as I said that here we required a 75 hours. Yeah.
Okay. What is the second module? I think I missed that.
Okay. Module 2, we are going to learn about the UI portion.
Okay. I mean, if somebody is completely new to this UI, JavaScript, all those things, is this enough time to grasp good
See
amount of
here,
things?
our focus mainly given on the not like as a full stack developer, whatever you are going to learn HTML and CSS, we may not create the such a fancy websites or anything. Like
Mhm.
the basic elements, whatever it's required for your applications, those things will be discussed. Main focus here, 10 hours will be given on the JavaScript and Angular.
Oh, this includes Angular.
No, the next topic is Angular.
Okay, whatever is required for Angular. Okay.
See, 10 hours is a good time for you to, as a Java developer, learning the HTML and CSS, JavaScript, and Ajax things. Then you
Okay.
have a remaining 12 hours for the Angular.
And we'll
Don't
go
go
in the
by
same order,
uh,
right?
don't go by this number. We are not going like no. Sometimes if it is a batch is asking more questions, it may extend it by the 1 or 2 days. Yeah,
No,
sometimes it may.
we are going in the same order, right? Like module one,
Yeah, we
module
are
two.
going in the same order. Yes, yes. There is no change in this order.
But what I got the schedule or the content is different from what is shown here.
Okay, let me cross check that. But this is a sequence I am going to. I'm going with. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I was given this one.
Anyway, I'll check that. What
Okay.
is shared with you? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a sequence I'm going in this in a classroom session. Yeah. Okay, you might have got the schedule like the Angular will be after the Spring framework. Yeah. So we'll go with this same sequence, and at the end to develop this application, what are the application I'm demoing here? We need to revisit the Angular concepts, like no. So to develop that application, we will be developing this UI application in Angular. Yeah. Okay. Now here, yeah, this is a simple application. Just I'm showing you that like the team statistics you have. This is the same thing here. How much they have spent on that and where they have spent that. Like no more or less, it looks same thing. Like no, who is the maximum paid wicket keeper, batsman, bowler, and all these statistics you'll get it here. These all are not a static data. This is you can say that as it is calling from the APIs and it's getting the data. Like no, you can see that. Like no, you can inspect the element. Hey, for this screen, how many APIs are calling? You want to know about that. Yeah, like you can go here and you can see network tabs. If we are going to the network tab, and if you are clicking on the team statistics, you can see here it is making a call teams and all teams. So this is the API call it is getting here, and it is getting the data. This is what the stat data. It is getting amount SRH. This is the amount and what is the amount they have spent. This is the first API which is calling here, which is we are displaying it as the data is displaying it as the chart it is going to display. And the next one is the teams, and where you have a what are the teams, and this is the information we are having here that we are displaying it in the form of a table. So this is going to get from the which location from where it is getting the data. We can see that here. So this is getting from the Heroku application. It is getting this is what API it is getting. Yeah, the all teams this information. So we'll be introducing the how we are going to inspect the elements and all the things we'll be inspecting that. And these sessions are going to be completely hands-on. So we will not use the any ready-made examples. Okay. Yeah. And another thing is, yeah, one more question somebody has asked. The tools which you are showing here, everything is the free and like no. So do we need to pay amount? No. Everything is whatever we are going to use it in these classrooms. You need not to buy any of the services. So most of the services, not most, all the services which are offered free, only those services we are going to use it. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah, this is the at a high level what we are going to cover and what are the topics we will be discussing. Uh, like now the sequence which we are going. This is what I can tell that. Any questions? Any questions
Yeah,
or
yeah. Actually, I came for Java J2EE. So how does
okay?
that and the schedule or the content they ping me? I mean, I pinged a link over here. How this is different and how that is same fit into this? Maybe did I get into the wrong job, wrong training?
Uh,
This was given to me. There was no Angular or anything.
okay, this is a Java J2EE, and yeah, this all the topics will be covered. Along with that, the UI is going to be covered.
Okay, so you will follow that module 1, 2, 3, 4. It means that
Yes,
some of the concepts will come at the end, right?
yes.
Okay,
See here everything will be there. Only the UI portion will be added after the
in
code.
between. Okay,
Yeah, you are in the right place.
thank you.
think, yeah, let me. It is told it as a full stack.
Hello,
I'm
hello, Lakshman.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was mentioned it as Java and advanced Java classes. Now I'm explaining it as a full stack. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, please. That's
Hi,
my bad,
Naveen. This is Naveen.
Naveen. Yeah, Naveen.
Yeah, I have only core Java I want, so that's why I'm joining. So, how much time
Okay.
it will take? The number of days? How many days it will cover? No, only core Java.
Well, only core Java. It may take the 25 hours, Naveen. Yeah, core
24
Java with
hours.
the core Java with the
How
SQL.
core Java with SQL? No?
Yeah,
Yeah, how much time it will take per day?
it will
How
be
much?
one and a half hour.
So, max 15 days it will cover core Java. 15 to 20 days.
Within 20 days, it will be covered, Naveen.
Okay, full stack. Full
Uh,
stack.
full,
Days.
yeah, the full stack is going to take the around like no, you can take it as a 2.5 months.
Entire like Spring Boot and entire will cover na.
Yeah,
Hibernate.
yes, Naveen.
Okay. Fine, Lakshman.
Yeah, okay. Uh, how this? Suppose if there is no UI, yeah, if it's people are more preferred only the Java things and there is so UI is not required. You can save the around like 10 plus to 22 hours. We can save that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now here, how this sessions is going to be start and how what are the things we are. Somebody microphone is on. Can you go on mute? There is a background noise. Naveen, can you go on mute, please?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. There is a background noise. Yeah. Yeah. Like no. So as a beginner, like when you are starting with the Java, this always there will be confusion that like know where to start and like know what are the tools I need and how I'm going to learning that Java. Yeah, this is basic questions everybody will have. Most of us will have. Like the first thing is we need to do the dev environment, yeah, development environment. What are the things it's required here? So to get start with the Java, we require the Java installation and one IDE. This IDE can be your personal preference. Any one IDE you can use it here, either Eclipse or NetBeans or IntelliJ, like whatever the IDEs you prefer, you can use it here. If you are a first time you are learning the Java, I would ask you people to use the Eclipse. And this Eclipse you can take it here. These are the main things it's required here. Let me move this here. Yeah. So first one is I'm going to take the JDK. And JDK, now the another question we'll have that JDK 17 is the latest version. We are going to discuss here JDK 8. And in one of the sessions, I'll cover what are the recently added features because every 6 months Java is releasing the new version it is releasing every 6 months. Yeah. Don't worry about the releases, all the releases. Like no, the moment you picked up the Java 8, and then from there onwards, there are no major changes. They were adding the features like incrementally they are adding the features and some features as a developer like no you internal changes we may not need to know also some people are some modification some main enhancements are we should know about that. So here I'm going to use the JDK 8. Why are you using the JDK 8 if you are asking the question? Most of the projects are running in JDK 7, 6 and 8. So like no very recent projects whatever it's developing that people are using the 11 and 11 they are using. So if JDK 8 they have got the there are so many changes they have done that here. Yeah. And here you can download the JDK 8. You can install. Suppose if your project is using the JDK 11 or JDK 17, go ahead with that. Okay, there is nothing wrong in that. If you are using if you are installing the first time, I would ask you people to install the JDK 8. And once you download the JDK 8, so let me take you to the JDK 8. The executable files are going to download in case of the Windows. Okay, I think I don't have. Yeah, JDK 8. This is what. Just you click on the next. You just follow the installation wizard. Apart from that, you need not to do anything. Apart from that, you need not to do anything. So once you have done that here, whether Java is installed in your machine or not, to check that here, open the command prompt. Just type it here Java. So you should get the several options. That means Java is installed. And if you want to see that Java version, what is the version of the Java you're using, you can find that JDK 8 you are finding here. Java C version, you can see that here. What is the version of the Java C, Java compiler you're using? Both are same. And here, once you have done that, the installation, now my JDK is installed successfully. Uh, you can go and download the Eclipse. Eclipse download, just you can type the Eclipse download in net. And when you're downloading the Eclipse, ensure that you are downloading the Eclipse ID. This is a version. It is saying that here. This is a installer. It is going to download the installer. It is going to download. Once you download that installer, let me Windows installer. I'm taking here. So this is a 114 MB file. This installer will allow you to select the what is the Eclipse version you required. You can select that required version. You can select it here. Yeah, it is taking a few seconds, few minutes. I don't have. Downloads. Yeah, still it is downloading. Yeah, once it's download, then it will ask you to the installer will ask you to the. Yeah, it's downloading. I don't know why it's taking too long time. Okay, let me ping that Jdk 8 downloads links. Yeah, here you have a different Jdk versions you are having here. Depends on your operating system, you can choose. So I'm selecting this is one thing I'm selecting here. Now here download the Jdk 8. I'm going to say that here. Yeah, let me. Uh, this is when you click on this download. It may take you to the login page. Yeah, it will take you to the login page. So please log. You can register with them. Yeah, there is no like no just it is the statistics purpose. They might be using that. You if you don't have account, you register with that. The moment you register, then when you sign in, then it's going to download. Yeah. The sign in page, the sign up page, it may ask the create account. It may have the lot of fields. Don't worry, just you can fill that. What are the required fields? You can fill that here. Yeah. Then you can create account. Once you create that account, you can download the JDK. Now, once you have done that, yeah, I think it's taking time. Then once you have done that Eclipse install executor, Eclipse installer, once you install that, then it is going to install the Eclipse. Okay, you need to download the Eclipse. I want to show that it's taking really long time. Okay, this Eclipse is going to it is left the 35 seconds. When you take this Eclipse is not a any installer or anything. Just you will get everything in one bundle. You will get it here. So my Eclipse is in softwares and Eclipse folder. Yeah, here I'm taking the D softwares. I'm going to take the Eclipse. This is a folder which is going to download from the installer. Then when you click on this here, executable, so which is going to open the Eclipse. Yeah, I think it is done more or less.
Hi, just one question. What is the
Yeah.
difference between JDK and Open JDK?
See, the JDK is managed by the Oracle, Oracle JDK, and there are multiple JDKs are available in the market. Yeah, IBM has got their own JDK, and Oracle has got their own JDK. Open JDK is which is a open source. Yeah, open source community maintain that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, here you'll get the Eclipse installer like this. Once you get the Eclipse installer, you just open this Eclipse installer. It will allow you to. It will ask you the moment you click on that Eclipse installer. It will show you that what are the Eclipse versions are available in that uh, uh, store. You can choose the whichever you need. Okay, here it is going to show you that hey, these many versions are available. Which one you want? What is the version you required? Now here you can choose the Eclipse IDE for the enterprise application. You choose that. So don't choose the Java developer. You can choose the Eclipse IDE for enterprise and Java web development. Here it will have the support for the all the web related tools and everything. You will get it in one place. If you choose here, we may not have that support for the TypeScript and the servers and those plugins, we will not get it in case of the Java developer. Go with this. The moment you say that here, it is saying that, hey, we are going to use the JDK. They are saying that JDK, yeah, the system has got these are the things, and they are saying that, hey, we are going to use this. They are going to say that here. Now we can choose the, here we can external users. They are saying that JDK 17, they are going to use it here. Okay, I think you need not to make so much of complicated things. You need not do this here. Just you can select the whatever it is a default. Later we can change the version. Then we are going to say it as a, just you say install. The install, it is going to do that. It is going to create a folder in your this directory. It is going to create a folder, and inside that folder, all the Eclipse, what are the to work with the Eclipse, what are the files it's required, everything will be copied into that folder. So in this case, it is installing the Eclipse in the users LWL Eclipse and JE 201. This is a place where this is going to create a folder. Yeah. Okay. It will take the few minutes when you're installing the Eclipse. Now I have already installed the Eclipse. Don't worry, I'm not going to bother about that. So once your Eclipse folder is copied, then you click on this Eclipse. This is going to open the IDE. It's going to open the IDE. Yeah.
I have the older Eclipse, like 2019 or so. So how do I do upgrade?
You can get the new copy of that. Yeah. Generally, the upgradation, we may not do that. Like, no, you can keep that copy and you can get a new copy. Yeah. When you do the new installation, that is going to get a new folder. You are going to get it here. Like, no, depends on your requirement. You can. Yeah. See, Eclipse is it is not like, it is not going to maintain anything in your system environment variables or anything. Just you are going to, it is like a folder. Yeah, this is a folder you are having here. So one more Eclipse, if you are installing here, you may have the new version of the Eclipse, you will have that. So if you require old version, you can use the old, otherwise you can use the. Okay,
And this
cool.
new version can use the older workspace also, right?
It can, unless until they may say warning, there is a compatibility issues.
Okay.
Like now you have to be see that what are the issues they are telling, and depends on that, like you can go ahead. Okay. Yeah, this is a just a simple installation process. Like no, I think the Eclipse installation is a very simple thing. Just we are downloading the folders. That's what I'm saying here. And to come up with this Eclipse, it has taken the literally long time. Yeah, it is still coming up. Might be this is downloading and installing, both the things are happening parallelly. That's the one reason it might be happening here. Yeah. So once you open the Eclipse, this is the way you will see that, like the browse. I'm going to remove this here. Windows. Yeah, I don't know. Open reset perspective. I'm going to reset this. Yeah, here you will not see any of the projects. Just it is going to open the one empty package explorer. It's going to open. Yeah, I'm deleting this project just to show you that here. This is an empty project. Now, suppose if you are writing the simple hello world example in a command prompt, let me show you that here to ensure that our things are working. Now I'm going to create a one folder called the mkdir. So I'll be saying it as Java MAR 2022. I'm going to say that here, cd Java. This is a folder I'm creating here. Here I want to write a hello world example. Copy con. I'll be saying it as a hello the world dot Java. So this is going to, this is like from the command prompt I'm typing here, I'm creating a file, hello world Java I created here, public class, I'm going to write it as a hello world, I'm writing a class, and then here we are going to write it as a public static void main string dot 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 args, so where you are going to print the some message. System.out.println. So where we are going to say that here, welcome to Java world. I'm done with this, and I'm going to close this, and I'm going to close this, and Control C. So this is nothing but the notepad. I can open this hello world.java. So just I'm opening the notepad. I'm opening here. Hello world Java. This is a program we have typed here. Just hello public class hello world. Then we are going to say that this is a main method, and if you have done that here, this is the same as the class name. We are going to use that here. Then we type this program. Just we are to compile this program. I'll be saying here Java C hello world.java. If there is no compilation issues, then it is going to generate a .class file. You can see here we have a .class file hello world.java hello world.class. Whether it is running or not, to check that here hello world I'm going to say it here. So this is going to print the welcome to Java world. This is a message we are going to get it here. This is a command line. We can you can practice these some examples. So it is like everything you are going to type it here, and we don't get any key assistance. And if you make any compilation errors also, you will not know only until you go and compile your program. Then only you will get to know that here. And we will not get any key assistance. You will not get any help like, hey, this is a mistake you made, or when I'm typing here, auto completion of the code also it won't be provided, because it's a simple editor. It doesn't have any intelligence to tell that, hey, this is a Java program, and the syntax highlight. Those all these things will not happen in Notepad or when you're typing in a command prompt. Very rare we will type these programs in a Notepad and command prompts. Yeah, most of the times in a development environment we will be using the IDs. We will be using that as a beginner to understand that how Java program you are going to write, and then how you are going to compile. So what is a Java C and what is a Java command? To understand that, we may practice the first one or two examples in the command prompt. Other than once we get the familiar with the Java C, how it works, and Java command, how it works, we get to know that, then we'll switch to the IDE. So this IDE, first thing is we are going to create a project. We are going to create it here. Let's take it as this is core Java. I'm going to say that here. So this is a core, or we can say that as a March. Yeah. So just we are going to say it as a core Java. Yeah. I'm going to give it as a core Java. I'll say that core Java. Then I'm not doing anything here. Just I'm going to click on finish. This is a project which is created here, and to run and to compile your program, what are the things is required? Everything is got by the Eclipse. When you are creating a new class in Eclipse, we will be saying it as a new class. And what is the package name? I'm going to say it as a com dot. The career IT dot demo cj dot core java dot demo. This is a place where I'm saying the hello world. I'm going to say that here. This is a class. Just we created the hello world class. We created here. And now here I'm going to type the main method. So this is giving the key assistance, like the main, and if I type the control space, it will give you the main method. Sys out control space, it will fill the code. System.out.println. Just we are going to say it as a welcome to Java world. Okay. I'm going to run this example. To run this example, I'm going to run as a Java application. So this is going to open the console, and it will show you that, hey, welcome to Java world. So this is a way you can use the IDE. You can create a project, and suppose if I made some mistake here, then immediately this syntax will be highlighted, and it's going to tell you that here, hey, there is an error. There is an error. Why don't you fix that? Yeah, so once I fix that here, then we'll not have any problem. And not only that, I'm going to something I'm opening here, scanner s equal to new scanner. New scanner, I'm going to do this here. And here we are going to say that here system.in. So this is going to give the warning. Okay, here you have a error. Here the moment errors are there, it won't show the warnings. Now I'm going to fix this error, and then it is going to show the warning. But you have opened the resource which is not closed. There is a chances of the memory leak. So this all the things you will get a benefit, and at the same time, or here in case of the notepad, I have to open to edit my code. To compile my code, I have to come to the again command prompt. To see the output, again we are seeing here if there is something wrong, again you are going back to the notepad and you will be fixing that. But here everything is in one place. It has been integrated. So your editor and then your compiler, your runtime environment, at the same time your console, everything is in one place. So this development will become fast. Not only that, another advantages are like you have typed code like this, it is not well formatted. So there are a lot of utilities it provides that here you can say that, hey, can you format my code? I'm going to say that format that's going to format your source code. It's going to be formatted. So this is the main advantage of using the IDE. We will be using the IDE is Eclipse here. We are going to use it. If you are familiar with some other IDEs, yeah, please go ahead with that. You need not to use the Eclipse. That's what I'm saying here. Okay, let's take a simple example. Okay, we will take a simple example. Don't worry about the whether you know Java or you know programming language or not. For solving the quick example, let's take it as here. I'm going to take the one notepad. I'm going to, or we are going to say it as a new class. I'm going to say it as a new class. Let's put it as a yeah, dice game. Dice game. I'm going to take it here. Okay. Suppose if I'm taking the six-face dice, six-face dice. If I'm taking here, when I'm taking the six-face dice, when you are taking the six-face dice, if I'm taking here, when I throw the die, you will get the one of the options. Am I correct? So here we are going to get the either 1 to 6. So you will be getting the 1 to 6. You will be getting here. Now uh, you are asking to guess that number. If guess number is number is uh, uh, if the guess number is correct, print okay, otherwise not okay. So this is what. Now this is a simple example. I'm going to take it here. Hey, if you are throwing the six-face dice, you will get a one of the option. You will get it here, 1 to 6. The first thing is I am going to generate a one number into ch equal to choice equal to or number equal to generated number equal to math dot. I'm going to see that here random into, I'll be taking the 6. Don't worry, otherwise here we are going to take that here. Local random. Then we are going to say that here current right. Next int. Okay, you can see here. This is a 1 to, I'm going to say that here 6. 1 to 6. I'm going to take it here. SYS out. Okay, I'll explain what I'm doing here. I'm explaining this here. The number generated number. I'm going to print it. Now let's run this example. When I'm running this example, it is generated the first 3, next 5, next it is going to generate the 2. Okay, every time
it is not visible to see that one.
it is not visible.
There was some blur. Yes, yes. It is not seen clear. Maybe some blur. I'm seeing some blur.
What is that?
We cannot understand what you are doing.
You're not able to see what I am showing, is it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Is it everyone
Please,
or I mean, what you were you able to see Eclipse?
yeah,
Yes.
Then what you are not able to see?
yeah. Writing words is a little bit. Please recite me.
Okay. Yeah, here I am taking here. Can you see the line number 13? I am highlighting.
Yes, we
Yes.
can see.
Okay, fine then. See now what I'm saying here. I'm trying to next int number. I'm trying here. Next int it is going to take it as a the origin, and I'm going to take the bound value. What is the bound value? It is taking here. Just I'm generating a one random number. I'm not doing anything great here. Just I'm generating a one random number that is a 1 to 6. 1 to 6 in that range. I'm generating a one number. Okay, 1 to 6. Yeah, it's you cannot predict that what number it is going to generate. Now here you are going to guess that number. You are going to guess that number. Okay, here this is how this random number is generated. This is internally they have taken care of that code. We are asking the user, hey, now I'm saying that user sys out, can you guess a number that is a 1 to 6? Okay, you are telling that 1 to 6, can you guess a one number? And we have to ask the user to uh, guess that number. What is that, like, whatever the user is going to guess that number, I want to take from the user input sc equal to new scanner. Don't worry, what is this scanner and all these things, I'll be discussing that here. Now here in user number sc dot next int. Please look at here. Here we are writing a logic to generate a number, and here we are asking him to, hey, can you guess that number? Can you guess that number 1 to 6? Now here we are going to say that here, if the number, whatever the user number is equal to the generated number, then we are going to say that as a s to guessed number. Else we are going to say that here sys out, sorry, try again. Then we are going to say that the number is, what are the number it generated, just we are going to print the g number, generated number we are printing here. And finally it is giving the warning. We don't want to see that warning. I'm going to close it here. This is a simple, like, whenever you throw the 6-face die, like, before throwing that, you may be guessing the one number. Hey, it may toss the 1 or 2 or some number you might be thinking, and then you'll throw the die. The same thing here also. We are throwing the die, and we are asking the user to guess that number. If that guess number and this is a fine, then good, you guess that number. Otherwise you are saying that, sorry, try again. We are going to say that here. Now the application, we are going to run it here. So this is a place where it is asking where, okay, here I printed that number, then there is no point in printing this number. Now I'm going to run the application. I'm running here. So can you guess a number 1 to 6? Suppose if I'm guessing the number as a 2, so let's take it here. Sorry, try again. The number was 1. Now again I'm writing this example. It's like a small fun game you are writing here. Now 4, sorry, it is a 3. Yeah. Now here if I'm running the next time, it is going to say that I'm going to say it as a 1. Sorry, it is a 5. Yeah. Yeah, you can take a fun out of this game. Yeah, 4. This is a simple thing we are developing here. Here we know what is that game and all these things here. Just we need to get the syntax part, like, how we are going to generate a random number, how we are going to take a user input. Then we know that, like, hey, if we guess the number and the generated number both are same, we are going to say that, hey, good, you guess that number. Otherwise you are saying that, sorry boss, you could not guess that number. Yeah, that's all. This is the fun way you can write the programming examples, like, so we can take, like, you will take some problem, then we are going to you are going to come up with the solution and how you will be solving that problem. Like, we'll go with this approach. We'll go here. So every example will be classroom example will be typed and it will be executed and it will be shown the result. Any questions here? Not only these simple examples, until we do that the last class, everything will be doing hands-on. Yeah. Yes, any questions? Yeah, more or less I'm done. The demo session, whatever I supposed to cover, I did that. Yeah, if you have any questions, I'll take your questions. Otherwise, yeah, we can close the session.
I just have a quick question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so the core should be more of a full stack, right? It's not about core or advanced, the structure that the Training Institute has given, right?
Uh,
For both the module, as you said, one and module two, right? It's not restricting to only to module one or core Java or advanced Java, correct?
no, it is going to be full. Like, there are few people who wants only core, and they will continue with the core, and they may leave. Yeah,
Understood. Okay, fine. So when are you going to start then? Are you going to start tomorrow?
I
Is that
think
the plan?
Lakshmi will inform about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I joined from phone. Is it okay that you can guide me tomorrow to download JDK and as well as Eclipse? Probably.
No, no, I'll show once again the steps when we start the session.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah. So we'll take the one of the participant system access, and we'll try to do that. Yeah. Fine. Then. Thank you guys. Thanks for attending the demo session. I hope you the 1 hour whatever we spent, you got some information from me. Yeah.
What is the timings for this session?